Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again today on this edition of the Talk All Things podcast. Talk All Things Football. Monday night, Monday day football. Hey, how are you, leadership? I'm with my two co-hosts, leadership Tabo and leadership Mandla. We are speaking all things football. We are going to start with the Tabo, Orlando Pirates supporter, the legendary Orlando Pirates supporter. You owe it to us to explain to the whole nation what went wrong on your loss against what were they playing, leadership?
What's the new case?
Magesi.
It's Magesi FC.
Sure.
And again, you are playing against Super Sport United. So, yeah, man, you will today. They are playing today.
Yeah, they're playing today.
They are playing today against the Super Sport. Man, yeah, just give us your assessment. What did you lose against Magesi? And then you'll give us your assessment today. What do you think today's prediction? Super Sport United against Pirates.
Yeah, starting by analyzing the game against Magesi.
Yeah, put it there, leadership.
On Saturday. So, I was very disappointed. Pirates disappointing. Mapaganea out there. They didn't play well. Our players were still in holidays. This thing of this mentality, they must take it out from their mind because it's killing the team. Always Pirates after they won the cup, they always like this. Coming back to play game after they won the cups. They are just relaxed. They are just on holidays. They don't take the team that they are playing with seriously. So that's why Magesi were able to defeat Orlando Pirates by 3-2. So Pirates players must learn to be focused. They must learn when they came into the field of play. They must take that holiday out from the field and focus on the play itself. So Mapaganea, but this is not the end. It's a learning curve. You must learn because this thing is repeating itself. If you can just remember all the cups that we have took. After Pirates take a cup, coming to the game, they don't focus. They are still on holiday. This thing of they have won the cup, they are still getting to their mind. So they must just, that mentality, they must just remove it totally. They must know when you play any team on the field of play, they must know that this is a new chapter. They must start the new chapter, not just putting the old chapter into their mind because this thing is disturbing. Because if they will continue like that, they will be in danger.
Based on what Tabo said, immediately after Pirates, we were speaking over the phone, and immediately after Pirates lost. Remember what I said to you. Immediately, this is what the leadership Tabo is saying. I called Manza leadership and I said, no, I think the difference between, I told him, the difference between Mamelodi Sundowns and the rest of PSL teams, there's what we call, our former coach Zwane used to say it, Coach Mangoba used to say it, even when they're still co-coaching. They say at Sundowns, there's a 24-hour rule.
Sure.
They said when it happened, when Sundowns knocked away that, Sundowns fans were in pain that time. He said that Sundowns 24-hour rule leadership. But they said Sundowns, if Sundowns has won a trophy, they celebrate for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they forget. They say if Sundowns have lost, they mourn for 24 hours.
It's a business as usual.
The next game business as usual. So I did say, I think Orlando Pirates, they still have a long way to go in terms of mentality, championship mentality. Hence, hence they struggle in the league. Hence, that's why Sundowns normally goes 23 points, because sometimes it's easy to win 4 or 3 games and we are a champion. So I spoke about the mentality that that Tabo even spoke about, to say sometimes it's about respecting the opponent. And that's why I'm saying probably the difference between Sundowns and the PSL teams. Sundowns, doesn't matter what they play, whom they play. That's why even Coach Peter used to say that time when Kaizer Chiefs used to play only when they play Sundowns. Kaizer Chiefs used to beat us. And Peter used to say leadership. You know what Peter used to say? I don't know, Carol. I don't need to beat Kaizer Chiefs to win the league. You understand? So your assessment as well, comment on the Pirates and the mentality of other PSL teams and so forth.
Maybe a little bit different. Man.
Okay. Yeah.
You are right, the mentality of the players. But then I won't blame the players entirely. I will make an example. Good example. Chiefs with the new coach. Nabi. We are the mentality of last season. I don't want it.
Okay.
I need players to have a good mentality. When they are scored, they must be able to raise.
Okay.
When they've lost, when they win, they must always think about it. Probably what I'm trying to say is that even the technical team itself, they must direct the players to the right vision. When we are talking about Pitso Msimane is the one who installed that mentality to the players. He used to criticize his players.
Yeah.
No. We won last week. You can't be having players playing like this. We are changed because of it's what the technical team and the coach they are preaching every time to the players.
And the culture.
Yes, it becomes a culture. If you are preaching it every time and you are practicing it, at the end of the day, it's the culture.
Okay. We spoke about something as well when it comes to your club, Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, I asked you a question because we always discuss. We say no. We are seeing a transformation in leadership. You cannot say Kaizer Chiefs, even you say Kaizer Chiefs, there's transformation. Everyone can see it. I think if you want to, that's why people were saying, no, this Sundowns, it's weak. No. I said, no, this is not the Kaizer Chiefs of last season. Can't they? You want the Sundowns to beat Kaizer Chiefs, how much? 6-0. There's a transformation. So, are we giving credit, 110% credit to Nabi? Or was this, or were these players, because I was asking leadership to say, these are the same players which were there in a term of Zwane, Iteki. But you can see, it's only Chiefs added only who? Gaston Sirinio, Dotley, Miguel and the keeper. So I was saying, leadership, wasn't it a matter of saying, I'm thinking, because you saw, blackness, us. I was saying, when the Kaizer Chiefs players probably disrespecting, maybe undermining Zwane and Inteki, because Kaizer Chiefs didn't do a wholesale change. So were these players better, or probably they gave much respect more for Nabi and they improved? Getting there, then leadership manager will tell us what is happening in Chiefs.
I don't disagree with you in such a the way you put it. It was not about undermining Zwane or maybe respecting Nabi. So, as you can maybe if you want to compare Nabi and Zwane, Nabi is one of the.
And Nteki and Johnson.
Nteki and Johnson.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, yes. So, all of them maybe, even if they are combined, their experience cannot do anything to Nabi. Nabi is one of the very respected coach, very, very, very talented coach, experienced, very intellectual. So he knows how to, he knows football. He knows football very well. So he knows how to read the opponent very well. So that mentality of Chiefs players from the previous coaches, I'm talking about Nteki, as we have mentioned, Johnson and Zwane. Nabi have taken it out, have instilled his mentality into Chiefs players. So Chiefs players, they know when they play football, they know how to approach the game. So they know how to respect the opponent. So they know how to attack, how to defend. So they are all focused. So this thing of they are disrespecting Zwane, they were disrespecting Zwane, they were respecting Johnson or maybe And also Ntseki. No, it's totally wrong because I think it was all about how to instill discipline amongst the players.
Okay.
And how to make sure that these players, they deliver and they play for the brand of Kaizer Chiefs, not for themselves. If you can just realize from the previous game or from the previous coaches, that coach Chiefs, they were players, they were playing for individuals. They were there for themselves. As we have realized, some of the previous Chiefs games that they have played under those previous coaches, they were playing them. It's all about themselves. If you can see how Dupreez played, you can see Dupreez was not playing as a team. He was there playing for himself. So he was trying to do everything for himself, and that's why all the time he was missing some open opportunity. So because he was trying to do everything for himself, and which was wrong. But if he was just trying to play as a team, then I think maybe Chiefs should have been far from by now. But I'm good that Chiefs, as I've said already, Chiefs cannot, especially Chiefs and Pirates, cannot be coached by a local coach. It's one of those teams that is very heavy for those local coach. So Pirates to win, they need someone from outside, not a local coach, because many coaches from our country have failed dismally.
Let me interject.
You understand?
Let me interject.
So if you can just read the Kaizer Chiefs history, we're talking about Jeff Butler. Jeff Butler have won many cups in Chiefs. Tetometry. Those we can mention. Paul Dolezas. As we Stuart Baxter. So they have won many cups, but coming to our local coaches, they are few. They have won one maybe, or some, or they didn't want anything until they were fired. Because Chiefs is heavy for them. You understand? Chiefs is not Polokwane City or maybe Sikukuni. Chiefs is one of those big team that is supported by millions of supporters. So the pressure is there. You understand? As a local coach, so they cannot handle the pressure of the fans.
Let us just get assessment from Mandla. I will interject in this thing of yours of a local coach, because people can not even people. Peter Musimani became successful with Kaizer Chiefs. Rulani Mokoena came successful. Peter Musimani came successful with Sundowns, big club, best club currently in South Africa. Rulani Mokoena became successful with Sundowns. Mangoba is becoming successful. In fact, Mangoba as a co-coach became successful, and now so the local coach debate will speak about it.
Even Gavin Hunt has won the league.
Gavin Hunt, but he failed at Kaizer Chiefs. So your assessment. Let me bring this question to you. Kaizer Chiefs, Nabi, the players, what is going on there? Because you brought this thing to me off camera to say no. Just tell our viewers, just tell us. Because you said it didn't mean the players were bad and so forth. Just the card for us there.
No, unabumnandi. Make no mistake.
Okay.
You can tell. Mavuli incwadi. Ubheka ama previous akhe. Success yakhe, previous two teams. It will tell you everything you want to know about him. You understand? The previous team, Coach Agul, he never even bought a single player. Mara, they were able to buy number 2. They were able to buy in the cup final. Now it tells you a story about him.
Okay.
What is a coach and a vision. He's a coach who's able to coach players. Now I always disagree with some people who are podcast. Baneng yaborenga mo Chiefs my sign amaplayer 15 azongena, amaplayer 11 azongena, amaplayer i7 azohlala ebenchini. You can't sign amaplayer i11 azohlala ebenchini, amaplayer 11 azongena eteamini, amaplayer i7 azohlala ebenchini without assessing amaplayer la adlalayo. Well, we can debate and say maybe uKwinyeki akekho mnandi kuphi, or maybe ubani is not that quality leadership. But then if you check, the very same Kunyiki you are talking about, Stellenbosch, he was doing good. When he was playing with Stellenbosch, he was doing good. Ox, same thing. Martus Kukun, he was doing good. So these players, even if by average, when they come to Chiefs, you ask yourself a question. He need to Chiefs but deteriorate. You understand? Why are they not performing
The pressure.
with Chiefs? Yes, we can talk about the pressure, but then the coach has to be there assist ama player ukuthi I-pressure yehle. Ubonile experience kaNabi ngoCheva Viro. Umese isitha or umese igolo ifana nesitha. Mara mabeya ku half time. He said, in fact, don't worry, so score Vivi. You get an opportunity. I won't substitute you.
Yeah.
And why is that? That's the experience we're talking about. We are not talking about the experience the coach ukuthi I-player makes a mistake. Liraseli player iphume ground. A professional player iphume likhale ground lambile uchange lingahlala nasebhenchini.
It was women.
Yes, it was. I'm just trying to show you an experience.
Yeah.
An experience. Yes. So Nabi for me, that's why namanje umuntu mayithi eziyabuya. Chiefs idlala neSundowns. If you can check the game Chiefs idlala neSundowns, it was difficult with Sundowns.
Yeah.
You understand?
Sure.
It shows you. I always say it. With Chiefs, I know the players they can play, but I trust more Nabi's philosophy and reading of a game more than anything else. If you can check the players, I'm a player that I currently. The Wafana Lawan not more TTC. Zwane, Chabalala, Mfundo, who else? Papa, Utuba. You understand? Those young players they were playing with TTC. And they were promoted. You are promoted. When you are promoted, you are coached by someone who has never coached who PSL. As a coach, you are coached by someone who has never won any cup. You are coached by someone who has never showed yes, I am a coach. You understand? So, I'm a players, I'm a team of the Chiefs. You need a coach on a reference. Numbers don't lie. I've won this, I've done this, I've done. That's why you see, I'm a coach of Dr. Pizzo. They get jobs everywhere. You know why? Because of the reference like I'm good man. Because of your reference like Yash. I'm able to budget. The man who win how many cups, who win in Africa, who win this, who win that, or coach fan, even if I'm winning and but then it's there on the page. Then they take you from what can I prove you with the alone don't have Spanish shy. Who is a message it's another story. But then these players, if you can check from DTC, about two, but they were doing good. They are young. They needed a coach to guide them. They still need coaching to develop. That's why they are developing. And Nabi, don't make it easier for you know what? Given a chance, I know even Mfundo you can check. You can check. He came against change. He's growing. We player. You understand? That's what you need. Uchabalala. Zwane. People might say Zwane is slow, is what, but then Zwane is going to be a problem going forward. He's gaining momentum. And it's good. I still believe what Zwane has to try these things of shooter because of he's got a good foot of shooting and passing. Someone who's good at passing, a passer from left, passer really, which means that shooting is good. So we'll see. We'll predict after
as time goes by. Yeah. So what I'm getting from you two analysts here is that you are saying it is not a matter of saying they were disrespecting the former coaches. You are saying it's a mentality. Nabi came with a mentality. He's a winner. So yeah, it shifted everything. That's what you are saying, and that's what even other analysts from other shows they used to say. It's not a secret. Even Junior Kanye, I can mention him here because he's one of them. He used to say, Kaiser Chiefs, you can't take Arthur Zwane, and everybody criticized him. He says, no, Arthur Zwane doesn't have a track record, and that's what you said now. So Nabi, not that those players were bad. No. They were never bad. It's just that they shifted mentality. And to be honest, Nami, what I'm seeing, Kaiser Chiefs, that's what I was asking myself to say, were they disrespecting the former coaches, or what was happening? A sudden shift, but the caliber, like you said. Okay, guys, Kaiser Chiefs supporters. Baba Mugoni came here. Check our previous episode. He's one of the analysts in the Talk All Things podcast. Sundown supporter. He did say he wanted Kaiser Chiefs. I didn't want Kaiser Chiefs. Kaiser Chiefs. Manda said he wanted Sundowns and my case. So, give me your perspective. Sundowns, Kaiser Chiefs, this draw. I think the sponsors, Pirates is out. the sponsors, it is said that sponsors, they don't want big teams to get out. I think this fixture came very early because now it's either Kaizer Chiefs or Sundowns is going to get out of this competition, and you are left maybe with Sundowns or Kaizer Chiefs. It then becomes boring where there's no much traffic in social media and so forth. But you will tell me why did you want Sundowns so early? But I'm not happy with this fixture in terms of Pirates is out. It means the less traffic. Sponsors are disappointed. Now Chiefs and Sundowns. Just give us your assessment on this draw. Did it come early or what do you think?
No, this is the final before the final. So more to wana papadi entle haholo e le hore e tlo papala ke Kaizer Chiefs le Sundowns. Ha o shebile
drink with his podcast this
the papadi tse pedi tse tsa Sundowns and Chiefs, they are mostly like playing the same football. So but it's all about the quality of the football that Sundowns is playing, and also Chiefs is playing quality football. So now I can make a final before a final, because who shiwa I get even a joke about like but ke bona to ba papadi e nngwe le reng itlo dula e le hore tla eish ba ya mo ditulong tsa rona go re go tlo bana papadi entle haholo mmuwi. So the team tse pedi tsa ba para papadi entle tswile matsoho. So it's a final before final. So I can't wait for that game. Really, to bana papadi entle haholo. As Kichulor, Chiefs in Sundowns a very similar pattern of quick football, a very attacking football, a very skillful football. So Rikobana, one of the players, especially if you Okasheba Modi Chiefs players, they are very young, very energetic, skillful. So Rikobana Papadienta would run it. The Sundowns is player center will the son of Nalbo Mata, Capolo, Banabo, Cora, shooter from the distance. So I know it's a final before final. So I can't wait for that game.
I can't wait for that game myself, but I don't know, man. Let us speak in terms of the business side. It came too early.
No, it's not early. It's not early. It's what the fans wanted. The fans, surely, especially Chiefs fans, after the game against Super Sports, they were just screaming for Sundowns or Mackenzie. So
they got what they wanted.
The draw have answered them. So we are going to see the game, as I have said, a final before final. It's going to be a very, very tough game, a very exciting game.
We'll speak about that once we come to the prediction. It's fine. We don't even know when that game is going to play. Leadership, we are playing Sundowns. I'm still saying it came early for me. Business side, I don't think the sponsors are too happy because there will never be a bigger game in this competition than this game. So that's why I was saying we were supposed to avoid each other at least after at least the final or the semi-final. I'm not sure the sponsors are happy. You are playing Sundowns, taking on those 2 points there.
No, I think Mark is this one because of we are going to prove a point. Tinukes was shy.
In football, there is no therefore. I wonder if you can say Mackenzie have beaten Pirates, then automatically short means Chiefs gonna beat Mackenzie. It doesn't work like that in football, because Chiefs in many instances where they play against this what you call the smaller teams, they have just come up against Kaizer Chiefs in many Chiefs games that they have played.
Yeah, so, well, you can say that. You know, the problem is we were struggling because we didn't have a right coach. That's why we will always do mistakes. Some players make mistakes. But then now, if you can check, I don't think a smaller team will come and beat Chiefs. Now the mentality there, if I were a coach, am I playing? You understand? Because of every game is a cup final. Every game, there's no friendly game with Chiefs. Friendly match, there's nothing like that. And a win, a lose is not needed. That's what the coach says. I-coach ithi ngo-January transfer window funa ukuthi si-reinforce, and then ngo-January you must let go other players. So everyone has to prove himself with Chiefs as we are speaking. That's why you can see even players like opportunities, they are giving them opportunities. He was giving, you can see they changed. You understand? That must tell you something. He's trying to give these players a platform to prove themselves. But then come to the game, Sundowns,
whether early or not.
Yeah, well, in terms of sponsorship and promoting the cup, probably Chiefs ngani bayifake TS Galaxy or Magesi or Sundowns bayifake TS Galaxy or Magesi or Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
Mara siyazi ukuthi bayifake Stellenbosch. Konozolahla. So in Chiefs, I believe, mostly I believe we coach. There is one thing coach Nabi Kulmi. In a cup final, in a cup game, you play to win. You don't care how you won. I'm not doing combination. The mentality a cup is to score goals. That's why you see Chiefs score a 4. Yes, that's the mentality cup. Because if you score goals, which means the progress to the next round. So I'm hoping Nabi will do. I think he has done the homework a long time before. I believe Uti has assessed Sundowns, but then I always tell you Uti, he wasn't assessing Sundowns. He was assessing our players as Sundowns before he can even assess his Sundowns in a while. Okay. And we've got another assistant coach, Nabi, who young, and that guy, I won't say. But that guy, football is everything. So we are here to see each Chiefs right. You can see with our combination, they are still struggling there and there. There are things which I can tell. Even the goalkeeper, I'm not convinced. The goalkeeper, I still feel he has to prove himself. Or so, but it was a good thing. We told a clean sheet. We gained the super sports. Sometimes he has the motivation, and he will be able to break the ice. So I'm still feeling maybe he hasn't break that ice. I'm hoping before he came Sundowns, he'll be able to get a challenge with that proven. And I'm hoping the game will play the FNP.
It will, yeah.
So that
we are going there. The three of us.
But now
we are going there.
I don't think the sponsors gonna lose as much as we are saying, because
if you Chiefs
the game between those two teams, the team that won on that day. It will be the team that's gonna take the Black Label Cup. It's the team that's gonna go to the final.
Stellenbosch are defending champions.
No, Stellenbosch is nothing, man. Stellenbosch, I don't think, if you compare Stellenbosch and Chiefs or Sundowns, I don't think Stellenbosch will match.
I think we're going to play Stellenbosch before that game.
You understand? No, it's a tough one, but I don't think Stellenbosch this time around will come.
I watched a game Stellenbosch near Amazulu. It was a very difficult game for Stellenbosch. Especially last minutes. I think Amazulu is going to be a danger team this season. No. So Stellenbosch, we are here to see Stellenbosch.
But normally this smaller team, when they play against a big team, they rise to the occasion. They rise up. They are just motivated itself. So they normally cause a surprise.
That one will talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. The time is not on our side. Stellenbosch is not a small team. They became third last season. They won one cup final. So they've proved themselves time and time again. But we'll speak about that one. I will ask you 2 questions before we are out. Straight to the point. Give me your prediction today. Orlando Pirates is playing against what today?
Supersport
United.
So my prediction, Pirates will win. Pirates will win.
By what goals?
By 1 goal to nil.
1 goal to nil. Are you excited that you are playing Sundowns?
Very excited.
Are you ready for Mamelodi Sundowns?
You know what? Pound to pound. Put it there on the table. But the difference between the 2 games is only 1. ama-player azokhona uku-adapta to the instruction of the coach and the planning of the coach between the two teams. It's either Nabi will instruct and the players will adopt. If they respond, Sundowns is in trouble.
There you got it, ladies and gentlemen, from Leadership Mandla, Leadership Tabo. Catch us on the next episode of the Talk of Thing podcast. Kindly don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Help this channel to grow, ladies and gentlemen, so that we must bring you this type and this kind of football analysis. Catch us on the next episode of the Talk All Things podcast. Boom!
Away.
Shalom.